So I was scrolling through Instagram while I was doing some work. The irony. And I came across this post on Instagram. Dwayne Johnson's movies will no longer use real guns on set. And it goes on to say, I can't speak for anyone else, but I can tell you without an absence of clarity here that any movie that we have moving forward with $7 Productions, any movie, any television show, or anything we do or produce, we won't use real guns at all. All right, let's just get this out of the way. I like The Rock. I do. I like a lot of his movies. They're entertaining. Not going to win any awards for best movie of all time in my books, but he does a good job at being what he is and what he does. And he's a grown man. He can do what he wants. It's his production company. If he wants to get rid of real guns on his production company, on his movie sets, by all means, do you, boo-boo. But I have to call BS on this. If even to the slightest degree he thinks he's doing this, or for some reason trying to make it seem like he's doing this because of a safety issue or concern, BS. You've been using real guns in your movies for ages, and now all of a sudden, because Alec Baldwin shoots one of the producers on the actual movie set, all of a sudden it's an issue? Like, come on, man, this is grandstanding and virtue signaling of the highest order. And I just have to call you out on it because it doesn't make any sense. Three, that's how many gun fatalities that there have been on movie sets entirely. Not like in the most recent years or in the recent decades, ever. Three fatalities. And one of those, it could arguably, someone could make the case that it was probably, maybe, could have sort of been a suicide. 47 fatalities on movie sets. 3 of them were from firearms. Want to know what the vast majority of them were from? Falling from elevated places. So does that mean that you're going to also start doing all of your movies on the ground? You can never do anything where you're swinging from a building like I've seen you do in multiple movies? No, you're still going to do it. Because even withstanding all the movies that have been made and the fatalities that have occurred, there's only been 47. As adults, we understand risk. We understand that there are going to be risks to everything. But yet here, of all the movies that have been made, 3 fatalities from firearms. That's including the one that just happened with Alec Baldwin. 3. Come on, man. Stop it. This is silly. You can do what you want, but let's just acknowledge the fact that this is silly. It's silly, man. Like, there have been people who have died on movie sets by way of motorcycles. Are you going to stop using real motorcycles in your movies? There are people who have died because of helicopter crashes on movie sets. We're going to stop using helicopters on movie sets? No, you're not. Because that doesn't have a political slant to it. But firearms do. And as far as I know, you've been trying to gain way into the political side of your career, which is fine. Do what you want. But let's just stop it with the virtue signaling here. The reason what happened on that set was because of human error and negligence, not because the gun got up and decided to do it itself. This is nothing more than a virtue signal. That's all it is. And if I'm going to be honest, once again, it is a demonstration on the cultural attack on the Second Amendment. Because believe you me, if this starts to become a thing where all of a sudden Hollywood's reacting, oh, we're going to ban all the guns from the movie sets, what do you think is going to happen from there? For the longest times, they've been using guns in their movies. Dwayne Johnson's been using guns in his movies for the longest time. You think the idea that there was a potential danger in using firearms just dawned on him as a result of what happened? Come on, man. We're not that dumb. We know what's going on here. We do. So at the end of the day, we know what road this is trying to go down. If you can vilify real guns on a movie set, especially when we're talking about guns that don't even fire real bullets, if you can vilify them there, please believe that the vilification of firearms in the real world are going to be turned up times 11. By and large, the one thing that has stopped Hollywood from just going completely batshit against firearms is the fact that they use them so often and readily in their movies. But if they start to engage in this banning of firearms on their movie sets as a massive virtue signal because of Alec Baldwin and his set, what do you think is going to happen in the real world? Now, you think Hollywood's bad now about backing anti-2A political figures. You think Hollywood is bad now about blackballing people who are pro-2A in Hollywood. Oh, just you wait and see what happens if they start going down this road of banning guns from productions and movie sets. You ain't seen nothing yet. Talk about a culture war. They're going to go full steam ahead because now they don't have that supposed contradiction of ideology with respect to using firearms in movies, but then preaching anti-gun messages. Like I said, I like The Rock. I do. I like his movies. Some people don't. Some people think they're corny, and I can see that. I personally like him. That being said, I got to call BS on this. This has nothing to do. I don't think it has anything to do with safety. And he didn't say that. He didn't. I'll be fair and say that much. He didn't say it had anything to do with safety. He just chose not to do it. But the timing is very peculiar. Immediately right after this whole situation with the Alec Baldwin situation, all of a sudden now you're gonna get rid of all guns on your real guns on your movie set. Nobody wants to see fake guns on movie sets. Nobody. I don't want to see an action scene where you're running around in your 6'9", 5,000-pound frame with a wobbly gun. You just, come on, like my ability to suspend disbelief kind of stops there. Nobody wants to see that. It's like wearing condoms on a porn set. Just nobody wants to see that. But hey, you got it, bro. Do you, boo-boo. Guns aren't political. That's why I need your help getting this message to spread on YouTube by clicking the thumbs up button, leaving a comment to let me know what you think of the video, then subscribing to the channel. But most importantly, click that bell symbol. For products featured in this video, click the links in the description.